Go Hitch. Welcome to this wonderful edition of the program. How was your weekend? Oh, thank you for subscribing to Flip TV. Thank you for being part of this success story. I'm here with my wonderful reviewers this morning. Mr. David, Mr. Samuel is around. Mr. Lucky is also around as we do justice to the newspaper headlines. Let's look into the newspaper this morning. With me, the Nigerian Tribune. Billionaire business magnate Hosa Okumbo dies of cancer in London. Buhari Obaseki Oshomele others mourn him. Main headline on the paper this morning, the Tribune. This morning, Secondus PDP elders to seal fate. Governors meet today. Secondus PDP elders to seal fate as governors meet today. Our party wobbling disastrously. Our party wobbling disastrously. That's from Bode George. Our party wobbling disastrously. That's from Bode George. Party chair must go. PDP frontliners are saying that party chair must go. I'm in Benin Republic in solidarity with Igboho. I am in Benin Republic in solidarity with Igboho. He's not on the run. Actually, he's saying that he's not on the run. Gunmen abduct Sweet expatriate driver in Ogun, kill one. Gunmen abduct Sweet expatriate driver in Ogun, kill one. Foursquare SGO, Badejo dies at 74. Confusion as Kanu'S younger brother suspends IPOB seat at home order. Confusion as Kanu'S younger brother suspends IPOB seat at home order. Hinges decision on NECO exams. Dispel rumor, order subsists. IPOB tell members. Dispel rumor, order subsists. IPOB tell members. Imo Anambra governments threaten absentee workers. Let's also look at the sun this morning. Secondus knows fate tomorrow as PDP governors elders meet to parley with BOT. Others also. Secondus knows his fate tomorrow as PDP governors elders meet to parley with BOT member. I'm not on the run, Akitoye is saying. I am not on the run on Yoruba Nation. Akitoye, one of the chieftains, is saying I'm not on the run. He says he's in Benin Republic currently to secure the release of Igboho. Suspends in APC continues as leaders wait on Buhari. Nance asks federal government to declare bandits terrorist group. Suspends as IPOB splits over seats at home order. Let's have David this morning. Mr. David, good morning.
Good morning to you, Mr. Chiku.
Yeah.
And a wonderful morning to you.
Yeah, wonderful morning to you also.
And to all our esteemed viewers.
Today, 9th of August, Monday, we are expecting a seat at home order in the southeast, but there are different views. Kanu'S younger brother came out yesterday saying that no more sit at home, while IPOB, through Ima Powerful, their media secretary, is saying that there's still sit at home. What's your take on?
Thank you, Mr. Chiku. I believe this is not the time for each and every one of us to demonstrate the sit at home order. In as much as we all love Mazin and Nnamdi Kanu, and we are supporting his agitation cause. This is not the time. We should wait until when when the court has made a verdict that does not suit every IPB member. That is when we can demonstrate that, because now it will not yield anything. Now for the sit-at-home order, how do I put it? It will only bring more hardship to us. Let us wait until when there's a court order. That is when we can strike, so that then it will send a good signal to the federal government of Nigeria, because now Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is still facing trial in court, and the chief judge has not sentenced him yet. So let us wait until when, if he's been sentenced and the sentence does not go well with what we want, that is when we can strike, and everyone supporting Mazin Nnamdi Kanu's vision can strike by sitting at home, so as to cripple the economy of the southeastern region. And then again, if there's a sit-at-home order in the east, all over the east and south, now the government will not make money. I know, government make money every day. So now, and the majority of the funds in which these people rely on comes from the southeast, south. You know that there is oil block there is oil. So if they could not generate money from there, so it shows revenue would also drop. And with that again, government can also reverse their decision. So let us not go. So we should not go. We should not comply with the order now. I think let the chief judge give verdict for us, so we know if the verdict is in favor of us or against us. That is when IPOB members and supporters of IPOB cannot strike, because as of now I don't see the essence of us sitting at home. It will not yield any meaningful report now. So let
The
us
reason
wait.
for the sit at home was for the release of Nnamdi Kanu.
You know,
Unconditional release.
see, let me tell you, Mr. Chiku, no matter what we say or we do, Buhari will not bless him. Let us watch out the outcome of the judgment or the trial. That is when we can strike. And just like what I said, let us wait until when a verdict has been passed. If you pass a verdict that is not in favour of what we want, that is when we can strike. Then that is when we can march to the Supreme Court and say no. That is when we can sit at home and cripple the economy of this country. You know what? You know the effect of if the economy is being crippled. Now, Nigerian government does not have any source of IGR aside from crude oil. You know that it is only crude oil the Nigerian government rely on. And then if there is a sit at home or shutdown of the economy, it will affect them the more. It will affect us too, but it will affect them the more because they can no longer pay salaries. So let us shield our sword and wait until October 10, until when the judge would give his verdict. And if his verdict does not go well or does not go well with us, that is when we cannot strike and sit at home, and that is when we cannot comply with the sit at home order.
Okay, let's look at Akintoye on the run. Let's look at Foursquare. Ex-Badejo. Gio Badejo dies at 74.
That's the former general advisor of First Gospel Church. It's my church, so I'm proud to be a Foursquarean.
Okay.
I'm proud to be a Foursquarean. So I say may God Almighty accept him and may his body be laid to rest.
Okay, Yoruba Nation. Okay, NANS asked federal government to declare bandits terrorist group.
Why must president wait until some social cultural groups tell him what to do? We've been saying it here on diverse occasions. Different persons have come out to say it. Now, these people cannot. A group cannot threaten the coexistence of people. A group cannot be kidnapping. A group cannot bring down Alpha Jet and you've not declared them as terrorists. Even as I'm speaking to you, the president has refused to declare them as terrorists. Prominent persons have come out to air their voice on this, declare bandits as terrorists, and the president is saying they are not terrorists. That Fulani S-men, they are our brothers. That's what the president have been saying. But now, how would the president say this? IPOB are terrorist group, and the bandits are not terrorists. Can you see the ethnic sentiment there? There's always an ethnic sentiment because if a president that is for everybody, bandits should have been declared as terrorists. For them to have gone down Nigerian Air Force jet alone, that's a terrorist act. That's a terrorist act. And the president keep paying ransom. And now when he asks him, he will say bandits are not terrorists. So if bandits are not terrorists, are they freedom fighters? If bandits are not terrorists, are they pro Buhari group? Maybe they are pro Buhari group. Yes. These people campaigned for him in 2015. That is why he has refused to pronounce them as terrorists, even without thinking twice, even without even taking into consideration. He pronounced IPOB terrorist group very fast. But now when it comes to his own tribe, now he's still reminiscing. He's still thinking if to proclaim them as terrorists. And these people have done more damage in this Nigeria. They have caused more havoc. How many persons have been kidnapped? How many persons have been killed? How many lives have these Fulani people ravaged? People have lost their life. Ibarakpa, people can no longer sleep with their two eyes closed now because of bandits. And these people go along about with gun, causing havoc, and the president still could not put them as terrorists. Even UN has asked federal government to proscribe them as terrorists. According to the World Terrorist Index group, Fulani bandits and Fulani herdsmen are the most fourth most greatest terrorist group in the world. But still, the president could not go along with that index and proscribe them as terrorist group because these people causing this havoc, they are from his region. That is why, yes, he's putting ethnic sentiment above national interest. That is why Nigeria cannot be a better place. That is why we cannot stay together as a nation. That is why he should allow us go our separate ways. Because if he's putting his own interest above the interest of other Nigerians, that is why the likes of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will stand up and fight. That is why the likes of Sunday Igboho will stand up and fight because of his own interest. Because the interest of his Fulani is above the interest of every Nigerian, and that is not to be so. We elected him. Every Nigerian elected him there. Fulani did not elect him. Let him walk up now, and I'm saying it now. Everybody have said it. Prominent Nigerians have come out to like express their view on this. Let him take a drastic action on this and proscribe this Fulani group as terrorist group. They are terrorist group for them because these people have. If you threaten the what? If you threaten the peace of a country, and you're a terrorist, you kill people, you collect ransom, you kidnap. That's the terrorist act. So what has stopped him from protecting them as terrorists? But IPOB just raised their flag, but it was very fast, quick to protect them as terrorists. Now it is the turn of his own ethnic group now. Let him do the needful. If you think he is not biased, if you think he is not biased, let him proceed them as terrorist group.
Any final thought?
My final thought, just like on this, if the president thinks he cannot prescribe his co-founding people as terrorist group, let him allow us conduct referendum and let's go our separate way because we cannot be slaves even in this country. We cannot afford to be a second-class citizen again in this country.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Mr. Samuel, good morning, Mr. Samuel.
Yeah, good morning.
You are pressed for time, Mr. Samuel.
Yes. Good morning.
Let's look at two things. The sit-at-home order of IPOB. Look at different information. Kanu'S brother is saying that it's suspension. Why Simon Ekpa, one of the disciples, is saying no suspension. Even the IPOB media secretary and aide is saying no suspension. How do you look at the sit-at-home order of the IPOB that is supposed to hold today?
Yes, it's been a while. Good morning, Mr. Christian Chukwu. Good morning, viewers at home. My name is Samuel Effiong. Well, I think in looking at this, it's tactics of war from the government angle, if you look at it critically, so which some of us have been expecting. Nothing comes to us as a news. There would have been underground manipulation since the major leader is incarcerated in person of Nnamdi Kanu. So some things would have been going on underground so that they can see how to use the tactics of divide and rule to break through, just like they did to Sunday Igboho. So it's nothing new. We know all these things. Yeah, so it's really nothing new. But one thing is sure, that the struggle has a long historical background, and that is where history comes. It's irrespective of who goes against either Ipob or even some Igbos who don't believe. No, it's not about a few. It's about an historical perspective on an issue that is long rooted, that one minor divide and rule tactics cannot flush it off all of a sudden. So I think from that angle, we need more of a broad approach to face it. Even if it dies down after 2021, 2022, it will still spring up. That is the only agitation in Nigeria that has existed more than 40 years. There is no agitation or protest or a subject of conversation in this country I've read about that has existed constantly. From 1967 to 1917 was the Biafran War that came up and was consistent and is in the mind of people, and till this period there's none. If you read about some issues about women riots, read about protests, so many protests have happened in the 80s and the 90s, even in the year 2000. Before ENSA, so many, daughter protest. But there is nothing that is consistent, that is paramount. So we need a more diplomatic dialogue approach, a serious governmental approach, not all these. So they can fight, it's normal. Even during the Niger Delta crisis, some people went and collect money, betrayed the Niger Delta people. Another set sprung up. So it's nothing, it's normal, we expect that. Even in bystander too, I mean, such happens. You can decide to
Politics, yeah.
show, yes, it's normal. It's, nothing comes new. Somebody can decide to say, oh, Christian, take this, and you, and so some people can like, oh, why is it giving it to Christian? And so it's see, there are things that are not you should expect ordinarily in this kind of stuff. So it's, I mean,
In
it's
this
natural.
continent, or it's
No, it's universal, but when it comes to this continent, it happens in a different version, and different problems will now crop up with it. So it's normal. It's nothing. There's nothing new about that. So it's like a normal thing.
Let's look at the resident doctors. They are striking now,
When they strike,
and the federal government handling it. If you don't come to work, like Wike said, if you don't come to work, no pay.
who said so? Wiki.
Wike, yes.
No, Wiki is a joker. And now we lack leadership. I've been saying this, and you see, you don't treat doctors like a motor park tout. If doctors don't go to strike, all the demands will never be met, just like ASU. So ASU, very soon, I was reading a comment some days back, they will still go to strike. So that's the kind of government we are, but our president can treat himself in London. So go and check most of their demand, allowance, facilities. There are minor things that you don't even need them to go to strike before we fix them. So we have a system that was designed to fail. It's natural. So irrespective of what, and is the system working? Is the hospital system working? Have you been to Lagos University Teaching Hospital? I've been there. They had to treat the patient we went to with in the vehicle, no space, no bed. The motor stand like this, then bring drip, pass some hanger for that hand where they sit down for back. Now so the man, the lady sleep there, they hang the drip there. Start to treat the person. No space, see. Even the one where get space, now there you go from contact sickness so that you go die quick. So when you check, no sector is working. University, primary school, secondary school, the road system. So it was a design that consciously, you can argue with that was meant to fail. So if it's not meant to fail from 1960 to 2010, which sector is working that you can say, even if we don't have good security, we know that when you go to our tertiary institution, our primary school, our education system is working, or our health system is working, or our railway is superb, or our electoral system is superb, or our judiciary is superb, or our mention one, none. So nothing is going to work.
Now, National Association of Nigerian Students asked federal government to declare bandit school terrorists.
Do they? Oh, maybe they are waking up from their slumber. That's a good one. So the federal government should do that. So that's the first time in recent time NANS just wake up from their slumber with our young, old youth president. But it's okay. Whichever way, it's the first time. So it's obvious that the real terrorists are not being declared as a terrorist.
Okay.
So those are the problems we have. So they should stop this unnecessary politicking of issues that should be addressed holistically. That's the problem we have.
Declaring them terrorists, will it stop?
No, it will make the security agencies treat them as terrorists and in the language they understand.
And so far, they are not declared terrorists.
No, you can't treat them as terrorists now. It simply, if they are terrorists, it simply means the approach security will use will be more draconian. You can face them on a shooter side or that. But immediately you don't declare them as terrorists, the approach, you need to arrest them, pamper them, take them to court, start arguing. Oh, they might not be terrorists too. They might not even be the bandit to your lawyer, bail, blah, blah, blah. So many merry-go-rounding on the system, which is the problem we're having.
Okay.
So those are the major.
Any final thought, Mr.?
No, the final thought is always simple. When the system is not working, two things. Just like Akero Delu said in the news headline, you restructure the system. That's why people are clamoring for restructuring. adjust the constitution to accommodate people, all ethnic groups on the same template, irrespective of their religion or where you come from. Do the restructuring in such a way that there will be state police, autonomy of the local government, and some minor things. So it will address so many key issues. So you can also do it in such a way that restructure so many things so that it will give the Southerners, the Southeast, the kind of leaders that they can hold accountable. The Southwest, you can vote for Pantami and Shehu Gumi, the likes of Buhari, to lead the North. It's okay. I don't have a problem with them. So, but regionalizing will make some of these people concentrate more on their region. Then if that cannot be done, you split it to anywhere you can split. You can split the country into 10 places. Some countries are bigger than, Lagos is bigger than so many countries in terms of population size. So there's no big deal about those issues. So whoever don't like that should just know that we will continue deceiving ourselves and the problem will persist.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Mr. Samuel. Mr. Sunday, good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
Sunday, are you not sitting at home today?
Yeah, Oga, my own na 1 month o. As I dey like this, 3 days, I feel no chop. No be
Mr. Alogi
joke,
say you have
because
started hunger strike.
Yes.
me I don start already. Okay, now I didn't tell you this morning.
I've started hunger strike. So you can see my
keep on
voice
to
now.
yourself.
I'm not eating since yesterday.
Keep on to yourself, Oga, because in Nigeria, things that is happening, I will only support my Igbo people, because I cannot support a Fulani man. If Fulani man is a terrorist, we never
not
know.
terrorists,
Ipob, Oga, wait, we never. Buhari cannot describe them terrorists because Buhari is their leader. But they only describe Ipob terrorists because Ipob is from another tribe. So you should know it. You don't understand? So we are calling for divination. The Senate are calling for creating more states.
20 states.
20 states to which country? Where they want them? Where do they get at the 6 states? They no fit control them. Now they want put 20 states to 36 states. How many will go be that? Okay, you talk now. You dey look me, journalist. How many be that? Where they no fit control 36. Do you want control? Add 20. 20 to 36 is almost 56 states plus FCT. How many? 57 states. Now confusion now. All those people now. I tell you say, Nigeria government are confusionaries. They wake up one morning, they go confuse you. They go cause every havoc. Where people go, they will divert your attention. They will make you feel as if you don't know what you are fighting for. That is only one thing where the government know. Where. Other, even though now you be one of them, may una come arrest me. Nothing they happen. Buhari, it no go better for you. Come. Confusion is where we get as a leader, from the Senate to the House of Representatives to the President. They are making things as if, I don't blame them, because we are blaming other people that see that maybe we, other people are fool. We are not foolish. We know what we are fighting for. We know what we are saying. Every day the government will wake up and do what is in their mind, but not what is the mind of the people. Where are those other statements that are supposed to speak? They cannot speak because they are afraid. They don't want to die. And many of them, they die. Oh. Even the young, they die. The old, they die. Nobody that not saying only old, they die. The young, they die. The old, they die. But they don't even speak. All those my viewers, sometimes the people where they view them, where they see support one Nigeria, all these 2 Nigeria, be waiting they call themselves, I be Zena, I be waiting they call. Come. When you come to Nigeria, you know that everybody where they Nigeria, they angry. Very soon they know to say go angry. Because the people who will have as a seat of a president, they are just like, until today, I tell you yesterday, say, only Nigeria is a country where their president went to education summit. No only Nigeria president never know in country since. Where in day, nobody know. If they find out for UK, they don't see them. The hospital where they don't know where they. But other presidents have go back to their country to establish what they have. But Nigeria president will not see them. Na country
also medical vacation.
Okay, medical vacation. Which medical check-up are being waiting to do them? Where don't they tell? Where people know they know the sickness when they do them? The country now don't become say we have a sick president, and they are calling. They tell us that Tinubu is sick. He's in London, and some people are carry Tinubu cap. They wear saying that Tinubu 2023. Every year they're going to put sick people for Nigeria seat. That's how we want continue. So that every year every minute they're going to travel to another country. Our health system now, the resident doctor are still in strike. They are bargaining, dragging. Whether government would negotiate with them, I be what? Come. I don't cover my face though, because my face is they neutral. I know they fear that one. Not that I die. Me, I dey tell you every day. Now, every year, every election, since 1960, now people wey know where, now they put for. You know how many presidents where they die for inside seat? They go, if they not say you know where, everybody go support you, they will carry you, put for there. So that if you die, they will know say this one don't die inside office. Now so it's the other country they be. Then they put healthy people wey get sense. Don't be like Buhari where they carry people for there. Where Buhari 6 years, you 4 years, go treatment. Now the remaining 2 years wey remain, we don't know whether this one wey go serve, he go come back.
Hello.
Because we never see him. We know they hear about Nigerian president. You hear anything? You will be journalist now. When you don't hear when Buhari speak last for his sick bed, Abi, people show you where in there. Shebi, Tinubu on. Where this man, Sowolu follow, visit Tinubu in London. They show and say, see Tinubu here. Because people will say don't die. He's still there alive. But I never see Tinubu fans so. But Buhari on, we know they see him. Why? Where you there for London? Nobody know. No versa, my brother. The bee is working a bit. Where Tinubu there for London? We don't know. Oh, Abi Buhari, we don't know. But Tinubu on, people see him. So Olu show say Tinubu is the head and head. We still see in picture. But Buhari on, voice me, you read as a journalist, if you tell me where Buhari there for London, you don't visit him. Oga no verse. Now my anger, hatred, and I make this in the work. So, see, Oga, come. ECOWAS, the problem I have now in ECOWAS, if another African country have problem, ECOWAS go appoint Nigeria person. If they not appoint Jonathan, they go appoint Obasanjo. Today, they said Nigeria is passing through situation. ECOWAS could not appoint any other person for another country to come and look what is happening here. Since the crisis of herdsmen want to take over our land, firstly, Buhari give order to all the state governor in the south to give free land to herdsmen. Have ECOWAS come out to say anything? You hear them? Oga talk now. You know be journalist. I dey ask you question now. When I dem you.
Now you go ask me. I'm not going to ask you question.
Oga, una dey ask me. I dey ask. As you know what ask me now, make I no ask you. Now they tell you now. The journalists, how many journalists for Nigeria self, I call them first me. You know why? Because they are afraid. They don't want to die. But they don't know that the work of a journalist is 50-50. You can go to where there is crisis. You must try to cover up what is happening in that place. That is the work of journalists. But why not Nigerian journalists? They are not biased. They are afraid. They don't want to die. But people where they die, you know how many journalists where they keep for Lekki Tollgate? They matter covered till today by the bloodshedding of Tinubu and Buhari and Sowolu. And that one, God in heaven will never forgive them. We are still keeping talking. What they are fighting today, and those, wait, I want to just settle the issue of those Ipob, Inan the Kanu brother, be whatever they call him name. We want to hijack a seat that he never fight for. Okay? Biafra has become a freedom fighter for how many years? He has come to stay. And even the Kanu brother want to cause confusion. You should know that we dey here, we are not happy with his statement to Biafra people.
We are not happy.
We are not happy because since how many days now, we don't know whether the Kanu brother said they are among Ipob. Now, yesterday we dey hear say the Kanu brother, he say nothing like sit at home. Where the people that are fighting the affair of Biafra, many people have died. Many people have, okay, you know many people don't die for Biafra freedom. You know, from 1967 till today, you know, till today, you know many people don't die. And somebody want to fight for freedom. We have mad president wey go wake up one morning, they declare some people terrorists, and his brother will be herdsmen. They carry AK-47, they kill innocent people for inside farm. They are still working, having meeting inside Aso Rock. And you there, they follow me, they talk. All of them, they make Tiala leader, they have meeting for inside Aso Rock. Who don't question them? You question them. Well, Tiala go enter on your state go keep people. Go Benue State go keep people. They'll come out for live TV. Tell us then then they in charge. Now they kill the killing. We don't get president that time. I mean we don't get defense minister. And everybody just they romance everything as if nothing is happening. Until Tiala go enter every street, go come to the street of Lagos, begin to shoot people. They go no say, now bandit don't take over Abuja. Some part of Abuja now belong to bandit and Boko Haram. Boko Haram, well created by Malami, Buhari, Erva, Satano, Sokoto, all of them. They join hands together, create Boko Haram to destroy Jonathan, will be our brother. But now, the song where they put, all of them, they dancing to it. They are dancing to it because Buhari went to the extent. Buhari went to Tinubu, went there to fight. With all those mad people in the north that want to grab power by all means, they went to the extent and carry all the whole Etiala, Ifrani group from Mali, Somalia, all those. You know, the Somalia now not be country again. They damage them because of herdsmen. They go there, carry them from Chad, Niger, everywhere, carry them come Nigeria so that they will conspire. They know the not be their problem because they know that not is just little for them. But what is their problem? They want to take where you from you, but you be Igbo person. Mr. Chukwu, you be Igbo as a journalist. Now not what if you want to take over your papa land and make you a slave to them. And the slave that our forefathers have sold to Ifrani before. They want to come and personalize it. And now we are talking about how to divide. Leave us if we don't divide, we go create our own state by ourselves. Nobody you go create them for us. May Buhari, Senate, all the Robastan senator and representative, wanna hold a state for ourselves. Nobody needs state. You need state. You know you need new state. We state. We are the one create a state. I mean for now the one create state. The Kanu'S state will be like here. Only Kanu'S state it be like Lagos and Ogun state. Only Jigawa state be like Ebonyi and Enugu state. Now we are the one create a state.
Okay.
The one where we get, small one where we get. My final talk of Bani come. They never won Unabi. They never won Nigeria government. If anything happen to them, they Kanu for that custody. I have a message for Buhari. Anybody who see this thing, may go tell them. If anything happen to them, other than die, people don't die, they don't tire. Nobody all this one that they talk. Nobody all this one that they talk. They use DSS say don't talk to kidnapper. Everybody, I mean soldier don't talk. Police say na kidnapper, we dey fear them. For street of Nigeria, all the whole what you know, we dey fear security agency. Nobody say that security agency come here and everybody go dey run. Because of what? You don't know who they for there. Boko Haram, they wear army uniform. You know who they inside the motor? When are they for now? After 2011 election, when Boko Haram start, we are afraid of because people where they attack that time now with army uniform, army van. And they call the Boko Haram. And those are the people that come with army number of guns. You know hear them? They mean I not tell you. After when Jonathan win 2011 till today, that is when the problem start. At that time, I was in Kaduna State. You don't know what happened. And that's why I tell you that all the security agencies we have, when you see them inside motor, when make you first of all run for your life and observe where because of them. Many people say, we dey fear them. They don't talk to terrorists. They kill innocent people. And we cannot continue like that. If the country no work, Oga Buhari resign. Leave us, make Nigeria have peace. Because president will go to whole meeting for where? For London, since they never come back. Other country don't come. Other country president don't go to their country. But we not see Nigeria own. Where it is, nobody know. And people see the follow and they laugh. All these our elder statement where they do rubbish, where they follow. They not go. Nobody go bury una. Go shock una one day.
Thank you very much.
Well, Mr. Christian,
Mr. Felix, long time.
I want to just be precise. Okay. Number one, I will have to dive into PDP's issue. Okay. Just very 4 months to Uche Secondos to round up his tenure. Well, there's a coup. There's a coup d'etat in the working committee of the PDP. Is that one, they want to zone the power to the south, not to the north. And Uche Secondos happen to be wants to go for his second tenure. So the power breakers are saying no. Uche Secondos, you have to come down. That's why you see some of the PDP people elected in some. They go and check all the parastatals. You understand? And this is what causes all that. The Yorubas are agitating, the Ipob are agitating, the Middle Belt are agitating. Our president is not ready to learn. He's not ready to learn. You saw the educational summit he went to. Look at what he was saying. Look at what he was saying. It's quite an unfortunate that we find ourselves in this situation. And what I would have advised people to do is that creating of this 20 states, we should ask questions. Who are the people that is asking for more states? You understand? Who are the people asking for more states? You understand? If those 20 states, 18 of it are not from the south, they should go against it.
Because number one, if you are going to look at it, that 20 states, about 15 will be from the north, while 5 will be from the south. So let us look at it. Let us look at it critically. Creating of the state is not our problem. But if they want to create this state, it should be from the south, not from the north. That's my take, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Mr. Lucky, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my brother.
Let's look at the IPOB system order.
Yes, first of all, good morning. My name is Lucky. I don't know Lagos. That's my slogan. Number one, before I go into that, I started hunger strike today for a month, just to support Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho on their detention. If nobody want to protest, let me start my own protest here. Hunger strike from 6 to 3. I will do that. Number one, cost of food, insecurity, no human right, abuse, and a president leaving Nigeria almost how many weeks now to London to go and treat himself, and the doctor strike 7 days now, and nothing is working under Buhari, under APC. That's my hunger strike. Please monitor it, my moderator, journalist, for a month until God make them to resign those leadership for a month. I believe God will do something before my hunger strike. That is number one. The IPOB strike. You see, Carlos said one time, I watch it, that his own brother will betray him one day. After all, Judah betrayed Jesus. For him to come out and said, no, nobody should obey that. Sit at home is wrong.
So he's saying that all the NECO exams that are going on.
After NECO exam, do we have job to give the children to work? No job. Many people who finish school for many years, no work. Even the cleaner that is cleaning Lagos or Southern State, they are not be paid. So which job? So why don't you allow that thing? The only language our government here, either strike or sit at home, grind the business down. And if they have done that, do you know how the preparation? People are prepared. Now today you come out, tell me that is but number one, sabotage. It's a sabotage. We have no confidence for him. So we say that they should not sit at home. They should not obey him. Because he's not the leader of IPOB. IPOB is a worldwide. Before, I did not support them, but now I realize they are my brothers. Because the way Buhari is doing make me to support them. Because one, what Kanu is doing is real. Somebody have to lead. Somebody have to start it. So that's what he's doing. Like Ipob. So I can see freedom coming. So that sit at home, whether they sit at home or not sit at home, Kanu is already letting this is not his brother. His brother is not in charge. Should not come and tell the Igbos what to do. So for that one, I condemn it. It's wrong for him to say that. So another topic.
Anambra State Governor is saying that if you sit at home, he's talking to workers in the state. If you sit at home, you will not be paid your August salary.
That man look like an animal. He's an APC man.
Anambra?
Yes, the man is an APC man. During 2014, 2015, the man voted for Buhari, not Jonathan. If you watch his utterances. So that man don't like him. He's an agent of Buhari. How can he be saying that? Let me tell you, nobody will obey him. They should go ahead and lock all the shop. That's the only language government here. That's the only language. Or do you think if they take government will like that? After all, NSAS grant Nigeria down for how many months? So that's it at home we work. It's our right to honor the dead if the governor cannot declare that. So They are right. So I don't know why the governor, I told you, Kwarachida, that governor is an agent to Buhari. Ayade is an agent to Buhari. Igige is an agent to Buhari. I am not surprised. I am not surprised.
Abia State says workers should go about their lawful businesses.
I love that governor of Abia State. I watched him one time. He said, look, it's time for the federal government to sit and listen to Ipob and hear their grievances. We can't continue like that. I don't know why. The man, I love the man. I watch him say it's time. If he have capacity to do that, he will do it. So I love that governor. I love that governor. Not other governor who are
He's telling
condemning
residents not to obey the sit-at-home order.
Okay, too. I don't know why he's changing map now. I don't know why he's changing map now. But all I know is that if the will of the people agree to go and sit at home, the governor cannot do anything. Forget payment, no payment. After all, how many workers does he have in Abia State? Most of the Ipob people are doing their legitimate business. They do their business. Nobody paid them. So, as the governor, how many workers does he have? So, even though the government is not empowered to no work there, the Ipob can sustain that place. After all, did you watch the last burial of Kubana? Did you see how much does the state government has that money? Did you see how they are throwing pondo? So the governors are just, if after all, I don't think they have up to 5,000 workers in that state. So if they grant that state, nothing. So all I know is that they should not obey that Kalo brother. They should go ahead. So that is it. Forget the governor who are APC agent.
NANS, that is the Nigerian Association of Nigerian Students, National Association of Nigerian Students, asked federal government to declare bandits terrorist group over school abductions in the north. What's your take on that?
Don't mind those people. Don't mind them. I could remember the day they say we are going to hold strike. Everybody prepared. At the end, after 2 days, they say that withdraw. No more strike. I don't believe them. Don't mind them. I don't believe until they start. Let me tell you something. You see, I don't know our youth in Nigeria. They don't have straight PC. Nobody. Now, this thing, look at Buhari. Imagine Buhari now. Health minister cannot do something in doctor strike for 7 days. And Buhari is in London taking treatment. And all the youth are watching. Nobody's talking. Everybody is busy. Here now, talk about Chelsea, how Messi moved to. What concern me with Messi? What concern me with Chelsea? What concern me now is how my children will be paid school fees and my house rent are just expired. That is what concern me. How my brothers can do business, not Chelsea, not Baka, Messi who had made billions. I don't know what's wrong with our youth. Some of them, they are in Papa Jepu. Some of them, they are in so many places. I don't play football. What's happening? Look at our Olympic people who went for Olympic. Only 2 medals they brought with the billions they spent. Our youth are not asking questions. You are talking about, oh my God, NAS has lost focus. Labour has lost focus. Until God will raise and SARS again. To tell this government, only thing the government here is violent. So I don't believe on this. Forget them. They are liars. As far as they withdraw last month protest, they did not do the protest. And so people still went ahead and do that protest. NAS has failed. Give me another topic.
Okay, you were a PDP member before. Looking at Secondus knows fate tomorrow. How do you look at the crisis in PDP now?
I was a member of PDP during Jonathan time because Jonathan is a peace man. And when the peace rule, everybody will support. But when the Pharaoh rule, everybody disarray. Buhari is a Pharaoh. Jonathan is a peacemaker. That's what they call it, good luck. Nigeria decide to leave good luck and enter bad luck. But that's what they are suffering today. Yes, PDP is secondary, but for Eternal, he tried, but at the end, he derailed. why he delay is that for his own regime, for almost 3 governors to leave is not a good thing to the chairman. PDP is only party that can be able to take off APC. And under secondary, senators are leaving to APC, governors are leaving to APC. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. I better he has to resign because that's the only voice we have now. Labour has failed, UTC has failed, the youth has failed. The only point that we're having now is weak Bedouin governors who are tackling federal government. Please, we need secondary to resign and let PDP bring another new person that will motivate the party. Are you not here this morning? But the judge say PDP is about to disarray, disgrace out of power. Please, we cannot. I don't want to have one party system. Otherwise, under APC, for 6 years, for 7 years, Nigeria didn't get themselves. Under APC, for 6 years, Nigeria sick. Under APC, for 6 years, Nigeria poor, moral. Under APC, nothing is working. The only thing I'm hearing for Vice President, SMA, billion, Africa, they want to borrow us money. At the end, people who are selling gari, people who are selling yam, they are crying, nothing is working. Where this money is going? So, I don't believe all these things they are saying. All I know is that God should come down with this my hunger strike. God should do something that maybe Papa will remain in London. 2 of them will remain in London there, allow a good candidate to take over and make this country great again.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lucky. Okay, good morning, my brother.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, how do you look at the IPOB sit-at-home order today?
Well, first of all, I want to say a shout out to IPOB and Biafra. I respect IPOB and Arnold Biafra with all my heart. The reason is because I believe in freedom. It happens everywhere. So this Biafra's own will not be different. Okay? It happened to Egypt. Children of Israel have to leave Pharaoh, to leave the land of Egypt because of the oppressions that is going on there. You see? It happened to South Africa. Nelson Mandela stand for freedom. So, and you get it at the end. So, my dear leader, Nnamdi Kanu, I want to say this to you. We are right behind you. Whatever you face right now, take it as a sacrifice for your people. All right? I honor you so much. So, Biafra must hold. Do you know why? The oppression in Nigeria is too much. I wish Nigeria in unity. We wouldn't be talking of division. I wish we are not facing tribalism. We wouldn't have been talking about a division. A country where a whole leader is tribal-minded, focusing on their part. Called the chief of army staff is from north. Air staff is from north. Police is from north. All the heads, then talking about custom, they're all from north. Seaports are supposed to be in Calabar. He knows not there because they want everything to be at one part. I said to you, every leader of Nigeria that is hearing me is very bad. You don't rule country like that. You don't rule people like that. You don't rule people with tribal-minded. You treat everyone as equal. Understand? So, again to Nnamdi Kanu's, he said his brother, but I don't think he's a source of from Biafra land. That man is not from Biafra. He's not Nnamdi Kanu's blood. We should check where that man came from. Maybe it's from Fulanis or so. You cannot stop what this man is doing. Look, this thing have gone far. They have fighted over it for many years. And we don't want war to come again. All we need is peace, division. So that everybody can still have whatever they have. So you can't stop what is already going on. It has been planted for long. It's not you that can stop it, never. So I said to you, my dear brother, says you are Nnamdi Kanu brother, please depart from this thing. Depart, because this life is only one. Don't create a disagreement. Don't create confusion again in Anibo. Please depart I support Nnamdi Kanu. I support Sonny Boko. All of them are fighting for the right thing. They are saying the right thing because their eyes are seeing the wrong thing, and now they want to correct it. So let's give them the chance. Let's give them the chance, because our system of government is failing us. It's failing us.
But the governors are also threatening that if you don't come out, like the Anambra State governor, if you don't come out, you lose your salary.
The truth is that salary is not what keep Nigeria moving today. Nigeria youth is hard working. They are hard working people. The source of Nigeria is not from government. Paying salary or not paying salary, it doesn't even add to the issue. These people are living without government. What we call miracle here is what America government give to their citizens. What we call miracle here, that is what God did to us as a miracle, is what government is giving to their citizens. So what are you saying? What are you saying? You are talking about salary? I don't live by salary. A lot of Nigerian youth are working hard. A lot of citizens are working hard to get their money. So don't threaten them with salary, because Nigeria is not moved by salary. Nigeria is moving today, but natural hard working that God gives to us. So nobody depends on the government. We don't depend on them for lights. Do we depend on them for water? Good roads? Good health? Oh, come on. The reason why president can travel to another country to fix himself is because he have no good health establishment in his country. So what are we saying? Don't threaten me with salary. It doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Okay. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you, sir.
Wonderful one. That's a wonderful from my brother this morning. I can see some people commenting on the live chat. Someone is trying to cause division in the country. We all are together, and don't try to say that Igbo and Yoruba cannot stay together. I have with me Mr. Raf. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Christian Chukwu.
You're on double shirt this morning.
Yes, you can see my voice is too low because of what's happening. What is happening right now in the southeastern Nigeria. I refused to eat food yesterday when I got news from southeastern Nigeria that they are not complying to IPOB ghost town. That is it at home. IPOB wanted to shut down the whole southeast last week when they announced that nobody should come out today, Monday. But you see what Governor Kazie is doing. Governor Kazie Bazu is ordering every Abians to go to their normal businesses.
Your Anambra governor.
Obiano government is telling all of us in Anambra State to go to our normal businesses. Now, the bus drivers and the National Road Union Transport workers in Anambra State and IPOB are at loggerheads right now. I am backed on hunger strike since midnight when I received this news. I've not eaten this morning. I've not eaten yesterday night. I called Lucky. I tormented Lucky on phone. I abused Lucky because Lucky is always against IPOB. I said, I am fasting right away because I love my brother Nnamdi Kanu. Because I love my country, Biafra. The Igbos, if I abuse you people now, you will say Raf Mbechi is very insulting as Nnamdi Kanu is. I don't insult anybody. The Igbos are very unstable. The Igbos are money mongering. The Igbos are, let me tell you, I'm very, very annoyed as I'm talking to you. Why should Obia not do this? Why should Hope Uzodinma be killing his brothers? Why should he do that?
What will we see from Nnamdi Kanu's brother?
Go to Imo State now, you see graves of every nook and corner IPOB members. Every nook and corners are bodiless heads. Heads, human skulls, human fresh heads without bodies in Imo State, everywhere, littered everywhere, marketplaces. Beheaded human beings. And those of them is happy. And then Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for all these vices and the chaos in the southeast.
You want to correct an impression?
Yeah, let me correct an impression, please.
I am embarking on this fasting. Seriously, I'm not going to eat until they make sure they comply to IPOB order in Anambra State. It's at home order. What do you have to say?
Yes, thank you, my brother. It's my brother, Ojukwu. And the hunger strike continue, which I said. And he called me yesterday. I told him, yes, I will join you on the hunger strike. I did not hate IPOB, but the only thing I'm telling him is that when Jesus Christ was going, there was a Judah, and inside that POB we have a Judah. That Judah should be exposed, and we are supporting Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho. We don't like what the government is doing. I support IPOB. I support Sunday Igboho. And what I'm saying, we are hunger strike. We want to do it to make sure that I believe God will intervene before the end of this month. Either those people who are suffering of Pharaoh, let them remain in London forever in Jesus' name.
Amen. Yes, thank you. I comply to what he has said. I concur to it. And Chukwu, you can see, nobody is happy. The IPOB that Judas is talking about is all over the southeastern Nigeria. In Abia State, Imo State, Anambra State, Enugu State, Ebonyi State. Who are these IPOBs that are Judas? The southeastern governors. Who are these IPOB that are Judas? The indigenous people of Biafra that are into politics. They are all IPOB members. Ekweremadu is an IPOB. Dokuba is from Arochukwu, is an IPOB. He has sold out. He's a Judah, Mr. Judah. In fact, from now on set, Dokuba is Mr. Judah. Mr. Judah, Judas is Kairos. Is Kairos that sold Jesus Christ. Dokuba is selling IPOB, his brothers in the southeast. Because of what? Jengu. 20 million, 30 million, 100 million. Dokuba is now a proprietor of how many schools in the Republic of Benin? Togo. He solely runs those schools by himself. Where did he got the money? Because of you sold your brother because of money. You sold your brother to heartless, godless, barbaric Fulani men in the north.
Nnamdi Kanu's brother that made a statement saying that no statue murder.
No, it is a lie. Journalists in Nigeria, Nigerian newspapers, Punch, This Day, blah blah blah, especially The Nation. They can write anything. There's nothing like that. No. Nnamdi Kanu's brother did not say anything. It is a lie. I communicated with my brothers from in the southeast yesterday. My junior brother, everybody. My in-law from Abia State. We spoke from Switzerland. He lives in Switzerland. He just left home the other day. Do you understand? Judah for my brother, who is the owner of Money Magazine. He lives at Festac. We discussed yesterday. Nothing like that news. It is a lie. If it is truth, a more powerful would have come out and say it to us, tell us. He would have told us. A more powerful is still the spokesperson for IPOB. A more powerful did not say so. The same heresy rumors when they said that Ifeanyi Ubah was among the people that sold out, among the people that contributed money for Nnamdi Kanu to be brought home. They said Ngige was among. They said Wike was among. Before you know it, they will accuse Kanu'S. All this are just centered on what? Conspiracy. They want to sow apple of discord among the Igbo brothers so that we be in what? Disarray. Nothing like that. No news like that. We debunk it. I debunk any news like that Nnamdi Kanu's brother is selling out now. It is a lie. I debunk it. Nnamdi Kanu debunks it. But it's a Jehovah debunks it.
So
everybody debunks it.
Are fake.
Everybody, the reports are fake. The report is a fake report. No facts. Nobody has been able to come out with facts that Nnamdi Kanu's brother made such stupid statement. Do you hear that? Are you listening to me?
Can you see?
Confucian as Kanu's younger brother suspends IPOB sit at home order. It's a rumor. Rumor mongers, they're all over the places. Are you listening to me? They are trying to sow seed of confusion among IPOB members, among Igbo members. Christian Chukwu, you are an IPOB member. Yeah, Emeka, you are an IPOB member. Uchenna, as I'm talking to you there, you're on top of Okada, you are an IPOB member. All of us are IPOB. The meaning is indigenous people of Biafra. What Hear me, this is English language. Why should I denounce IPOB? Because some people said we are terrorists. When bandits are busy killing people in the north and they are not terrorists, they have not been proscribed as terrorist organization or group. Fulani herdsmen are busy at farmland in Enugu State, raping our daughters, mothers, wives. Are you listening to me? Fulani herdsmen, nobody has come out in Nigeria. Mr. Liar Mohammed has never ever come out to tell us why they refuse to proscribe Fulani herdsmen across Nigeria as terror group. Metiala, hey, they talk, they cause confusion. Every minute that goes in Nigeria, Metiala, the group that rear cattle across West Africa countries, not only in Nigeria. They talk, they have say, they have office at Aso Rock. Metiala has office at Kaduna. Metiala has office across the whole northern states. Federal government is paying Metiala chairman or president. They voice out. They threaten Igbo. They threaten Yoruba. They threaten Idoma. They threaten Igala. They have a say now in government. Is there now anything like Metiala in presidential system of government? Is Metiala included in Nigeria constitution? That organization, or you call them group of cattle rearers in West Africa, should be part of Nigeria government. Has it been documented before Nigeria independence or after Nigeria independence? Have you heard of Metiala before? I have never in my life, since in my life, heard of this group called Metiala. It's only that Metesina chairman, jihadism chairman from Sudan, currently from Niger, Sudan own has absconded, has made it possible for the chairman of cattle rearers in West Africa to be recognized. He has made it possible that that man be recognized in this government. Because Metiala chairman is a Fulani man. Because Nigerian president was a cattle rearer before. Because Nigerian president was having a lot of people rearing cattle for him, doing cattle rearing business across Nigerian landmass. Destroying food crops on the farmlands. Raping women. Killing innocent Benue people. Killing innocent Idoma people. Killing TV. Killing Igala. Killing Igbo. Killing Hausa. Killing Yoruba. Hey! This is a madness. Complete madness. And nobody is saying anything. Igbo politicians are not saying anything. They are busy cutting home away with Ghana must go. Getting away, Ghana must go. Catching billions to their housewives that are scattered all over hotels and what do they call their guest house in Abuja, where they hide all their mistresses. If you see how they spend this money, you know that but ill-gotten health, that is what Bible called it. Ill-gotten health. Money is the root of all evil. All those their mistresses, before they come down, that money will finish. And then they should ask themselves questions.
How long are you going to stay on this hunger strike? How long?
This hunger strike continues until they comply to sit at home order. If I learned that they complied, I would break my fast.
When to when?
I'm telling you that sit at home order is issued to dry fasting. No water.
Dry fasting.
No water. Listen, if they comply this Monday, good. Tomorrow, no sit at home. Next Monday, another sit at home. If they fail to comply, I will do fasting. I will be asking God.
Okay, every Monday you do dry.
Yes, until they comply.
Okay. Any final thought, Mr. Arap?
My final thought is that we should not neglect Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu is a serious person on this race. Nnamdi Kanu is more than serious about this issue of Biafra emancipation. Nnamdi Kanu is a spiritual person. Nnamdi Kanu doesn't lie. No human being that does not lie, I know. But in terms of this agitation issue, Nnamdi Kanu is a truthful person. He's a straightforward person. Our brother, our son, is languishing in DSS facilities, incarcerated, in confinement for how many weeks now? Useless, murderous, foolish, voracious, ravenous Igbo politicians are not complying. They are trying to do what? Confuse us from doing what we are doing. They are trying to do what? Demoralize us from holding tight on what we believe. They are stupid. Then let me tell you, I won't take it easy because I know that what is happening here right now is not right. Nobody wants an ordinary person to progress in life. That's why Igbos, they don't want us to progress in life. They know that if Biafra goes tomorrow, everybody will be equal. Everybody will be prosperous. Everybody will be rich. Nobody should be deprived of good things, social infrastructure and amenities wise. I'm saying money is not everything. Whatever position you find yourself, you think you have made your money. That's all in life. You pay your workers well if you are in the higher position as CEO. Don't neglect a sweeper. Somebody that cleans your office, pay him. Somebody that works for you, pay him. Stop eating people's sweat. It goes across, not only the politicians. Christian, that is my advice.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mr. Vati, good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Do you have any contrary view to what Mr. Raphael is saying this morning?
He has said so many things, so which of them?
He's saying that Igbo politicians are trying to suppress the agitation for Biafra collectively.
Ab initio, the political class have never supported agitation. When we look at the circumstances surrounding the prosecution of Ipob, the Igbo political class, the governors, created a leeway for federal government to achieve it. Don't forget that before federal government proscribed Ipob and gazetted it, Southeastern governors have already applauded the activities of IPOB members in Southeastern zone. So to that extent, I think it's correct.
Looking at the confusion, Nnamdi Kanu is saying no sit at home, and this one is saying there is. How do you look at the confusion? What is happening?
I don't think there is any confusion. I understand the people want to have a caption that will make good headline. But in the reasons of it, look at the reasons adduced by Nnamdi Kanu's brother. I think they are genuine. They are pertinent.
Mr. Rap say it's a lie that he didn't say anything.
If it's a lie, I think Nnamdi Kanu's brother would have refuted the assertion. He is not against the sit-at-home order. The only thing he's saying is that the NECO exam is going on and that people from the southeast who are participating in the NECO exam should not be prevented from going to take the exam. Because if there is a sit-at-home order, it may create tension in the environment so that people may not go to write the exam. It's on that basis he's saying it should be suspended. Not that subsequently they should not do it. But again, I think what is important is if you say you are going to be doing sit-at-home every Monday, you look at, is it sustainable? You look at the impact it's going to have on the people you are fighting for. You look at, because however I look at it, you cannot take away from Nnamdi Kanu. He has the support of the people from the southeast. Though I have not conducted any survey, but one can confidently guess and say that he has up to, if it's small, up to 70% population of people from the southeast are his proponents. It's a guess, but I even think it's more than that. So to that extent, if he gives order or if such order is given to put the government, pressure on government to release him, I think the people will comply. But again, you look at the issue that necessitated his arrest and what the federal government is saying. I think because if you say you are going to sustain the sit-at-home order every Monday, now what gave rise to the agitation is as a result of marginalization of the government against the southeastern part of the country. Has those things been addressed? No. And if you say you are sustaining the sit-at-home, who is going to be at the receiving end? It's not Buhari that will be at the receiving end. It's going to be the economic activities in the southeast. So for me, I think what they would have done is, if you order a sit-at-home like today and it's successful, let it not be a ritual thing. Let it not be every Monday. Because if you do it every Monday, one, fatigue will set in. The governors from the southeast who are not comfortable with the situation would find a way around it to neutralize and sabotage it going forward. And if you give them room to neutralize it, it's not going to be a good omen for the struggle. So my own is that, in as much as it's good to prevail on the federal government to do the needful, just as we have seen that the federal government is not ready to play by the rule, just as they have been doing against the rule of law. As you can see, a letter that came from British High Commission, as DSS have refused Nnamdi Kanu from ascending to it, even though that came from a British legal firm, and the DSS equally refusing Nnamdi Kanu ascending to it. So I think it is good if there is legitimate ways of bringing pressure on federal government to do the needful. Quite agreed. Civil disobedience is not a crime. But if you continue observing it every Monday, it will affect federal government, will it affect Muhammadu Buhari, the people from the southeast, the artisans, the businessmen, the traders will be at the receiving end. And these are the people you are trying to fight for. So it's on that basis I'm looking at, will it be reviewed in such a way that you are more strategic, so that the federal government will feel the impact of whatever action you are taking, and not against the sit-at-home, if it will prevail on government to do the needful.
Someone is saying don't advise IPOB, please. Someone is saying I should not advise IPOB.
I'm not, even as much as I'm not speaking for IPOB, I'm looking at the situation where the action you are embarking on, who is at the receiving end? The traders, the businessmen. In what way will it affect Muhammadu Buhari, who is perpetrating this injustice? And if you stop people from going out today, and the boy or the girl, the student who is supposed to go and write mathematics today, who are leaders of tomorrow, did not go and write.
Of tomorrow?
I said they are leaders of tomorrow. They are still in school now.
Okay.
And did not go and write, and it affects his or her education. Have you successfully achieved what you want to achieve? So I'm saying that if Nnamdi Kanu brother call up this sit-at-home because of people who are writing NECO exam, of course today is mathematics exam, I don't think it's wrong. I'm saying it the way I understand it. People may vilify me, but you look at issues based on its merits. Because the man who is selling or who owns a shop in Onitsha market, who owns a shop in Owerri, Enugu, Ebonyi, and so on and so forth, did not you stop him from going out to do business every Monday. How will that action affect Muhammadu Buhari? Obviously, there's injustice, and Muhammadu Buhari have shown that he doesn't like the Igbos by his action and even his utterance, because he once said that he will give priority attention, 5% attention to people who gave him 5% vote, and 90% attention to people who gave him 95% vote. So, but you try to balance it in such a way that you don't end up inflicting hardship on the very people you want to liberate.
What should they have done? In what way should they have carried out their grievances against the federal government?
For me, Though somebody said I should not advise Ipob on what to
No,
do.
no, that is that is opinion.
Okay, now there are issues on ground. Nnamdi Kanu, a letter sent to him from British High Commission, and Nigerian government refused to allow him assent to it. Another one sent to him from a legal firm
In UK.
in UK. Nigerian government refused, DSA refused to allow him assent to it. I think they can legitimately write to some international bodies like UN, even European Union, and even some like even British government. They should put them on notice to put pressure on Nigerian government to do the needful. Because if you look at what that letter seek to do, especially the one that came from the British legal firm, they wanted a situation where if the alarm assent to that form, they will now go back to a British court, to other courts, to assume territorial jurisdiction or universal jurisdiction, as the case may be, over that case. And once that court assume that jurisdiction, they will go back to that court, to ask that court to issue a right of mandamus against Nigerian government. That is the order will be compelling Nigerian government to produce Nnamdi Kanu in London to determine whether the process of extradition was right or wrong. I think that is a right move. So they should push further towards that end. And I think if you look at Nigeria versus P&ID, you see that even a British arbitration panel at a point awarded $9.6 billion against Nigerian government. And even a British regular court upheld that judgment. The Nigerian government have gone a step further to put that judgment on hold. So I think Nigerian government know the strength of judiciary in Britain.
Okay.
So for me, I think they should do more in that regard to force Nigerian government to do the right thing.
Okay.
That's how I understand it.
Okay, let's leave that and also look at Secondus PDP elders to seal faith as governor meets today. Do you look at the presence of Secondus? Is it against the well-being of the party?
What is happening is purely because of 2023. But again, I think it is part of impunity we see in our political system. Because Secondus, by going by the tenets of PDP constitution, his tenure will be elapsing in 4 months' time. So I begin to wonder why somebody like Wike is always in the center of controversy when it comes to do with leadership torso in PDP. I begin to wonder whether he's desperate, whether he have inordinate ambition. Because why is it at the time of Ahmadu Sheriff, he was at the center of it. The time they brought in even Secondus, he was at the center of it.
As Wike.
Yes. And now he's still the one being touted to be rallying against this chairman. And I can understand that by virtue of the position of the national chairman, he's the one that will draw the committee that will determine who becomes his successor. So I think they want him out so that he doesn't be in office while the election is held. But again, if you are playing outside the rule of your constitution, that is that same impunity that Nigerian politicians are known for.
Okay, someone is asking a question. He said during COVID, we sat at home for almost 3 months. So what's the big deal about sitting at home every Monday? They sat at home during COVID and they did not die. What's the big deal about sitting at home every Monday? Someone is asking.
The big deal is that the sitting at home during COVID came with its consequence, and it was inevitable. But what you are advocating for now is as much as if sitting at home will bring serious impact on federal government, on ASU Rock, to make them feel it and do the needful, I will support it. I'm not saying I'm not supporting it, but I'm looking at if you continue it, if you make it a ritual, a routine thing, are you not putting a situation where you get to fatigue setting and the state governor will find a way of trying to neutralize that potent force that Ipob has, and if they lose that, don't you see it as a minus? So that's why I'm saying that it's like a joker. They should drop it once in a while rather than making it a ritual.
Okay, any final thought, Mr. Matthew?
My final thought is that Ipob should strategize and look for other legal means, other ways to put pressure on federal government to do the needful. just like they are going at the international terrain, they should continue in that trajectory.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okugondem, good morning, sir.
Morning, Mr. Christian.
Sit at home order today. It seems there is some kind of confusion. Some papers are reporting that Kanu'S brother said they are suspended and sit at home, while Simon Ekpa is saying no. IPOB spokesperson powerfully saying no. How do you look at it?
Yes, there's a confusion. I will not tell you lie. But first of all, let me come. I thank God Almighty who made it possible for me to be alive, for everyone to be alive, to see these days. Father Yahweh, may your name be glorified and magnified in Jesus' name. I thank you for our viewers all over the world. I thank you for the sake of IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. I say, Lord, be praised, be magnified. I thank you because you are the one that preserved Biafra land and Biafrans. If not be so, if not you, Father God Almighty, the inventors could have taken over. But I thank you, did not allow them to take over. Be glorified in Jesus' name. I am Mr. Okparadini Okokondem, this second Biafra Republic. Live Martin Nnamdi Kanu is IPOB government of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Martin Nnamdi Kanu. Long live IPOB. Long live ESN. Long live good loving people all over the world. Long live our viewers who love what we are doing, who love truth. May the God Almighty keep every one of you alive in the name of my Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. As you said, really there's a confusion. I will not tell you a lie. I did not come here to exaggerate things. I did not come here to tell lie. The problem we have now is Igbo man is enemy of himself. If we Igbos really need our state, we can have it. What you see on paper, Nnamdi Kanu brother said that is lie, completely lie. Nnamdi Kanu brother did not wrote anything like that. He did not say anything like that. But it is Ohanes and Igbo. I have got people at home now since I came to this bus stop. Let's say between 5 and 10 minutes I came to this bus stop. I have got people in the east. They told me that there's a confusion, that people are confused because there's a news or paper that Ohanes and Igbo are congratulating IPOB in general, that they thank them for suspending the confusion, the sit at home. Then another news came to them again that IPOB said no, they did not suspend the sit at home. It was Ohanese rumor. Now there's a confusion. People I call say some, especially some are sitting at home, some are moving. I call another person in Owerri. He told me that he haven't gone out to know what is happening. I call another person in the same Owerri. He told me that people were at home. Nobody is going out, but they don't know how the thing will be because Ohanes and Igbo is deceiving people. Ohanes and Igbo, they are deceivers. Ohanes and Igbo is the problem we are having in Igbo land. And I don't know what ESN is doing. I don't know what unknown government is doing. I don't know what IPOB is doing. Because we leave these people, they are working freely in Igbo land. If I am in power, I could have taken bullets to spray on them. I could have bombarded them with, if I'm in power.
In what way?
If I am in power, like I am in the
government official?
Not government official, like I am IPOB members. I mean IPOB leaders. If I am in ECN, if I am in unknown government, believe me before God and man, I swear to my life, I have to finish Ohanes and Igbo. I could have taken bullets to baptize them with the bullets. They are the problem we are having. They are the cause of our suffering in Igbo land. Who considered them? In what constitution they have? What right they have for we to fight in our struggle? All those who owe the barbarian men that their days remain only 5 days to enter grave. Their days remain only 1 Saturday to enter grave. They are confusing our generation. Want us to remain in bondage forever and ever. Because their flying master are giving them turkey. They are eating. Ohanes and Igbo and Igbo governors, politicians are the most problem of Igbo man. No wonder people are saying that Igbo man is enemy of himself. The greatest enemy of Igbo man is Igbo man. They are setting confusion. Look at our brothers, all of them open shop. None of them need to sit at home. But if it's other tribe are doing their own, none of them don't go inside and sit at home. Which spirit Igbo man have? I'm an Igbo man, but sometimes, mostly, If you come 18 of morning, I fear my fellow Igbo man. How can some people, the youth, come out and saw what tomorrow will be, but the so-called elders don't see anything. That money, pocket, for them and their children, for them and their family. God will punish all of them one by one. I said, Others and Igbo, God told will fire them one by one.
You're on air, Mr.
I said, I'm on air. I'm saying Others and Igbo. God will punish them, punish their generation. Punish their father, punish their mother, punish their lineage. Total will fire them. They are fools, they are thieves. Who constituted them? They are thieves. They should not deceive us. We are Biafra. If they want to be Nigeria, let them remain in Nigeria. They should leave Biafra on a line.
Take it easy.
They should leave Biafra alone. They should go to Sokoto. Ariwa, have you seen Ariwa condemning their people? Have you seen Ariwa deceiving their people? Not an elders forum. Have you seen deceiving their people? But every time Ohanes and Igbo, are they the only social culture group in Nigeria? Look at Afenifere. Look at even now, Yoruba elite set men are going to Cotonou now, visiting Igbo, fighting for him. But Ohanes and Igbo, so-called Igbo elites, what are they doing? Are they not the ones that are planning for Operation Baton Dance? They are the one with the governors. Kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu, are they not the one with the governors? Anybody who said that they don't know about it, that person is telling lie. When they do it, they come out, start crying. Shedding crocodile tears. That's what I'm saying. Nnamdi Kanu brother, junior brother, did not say sit at home. Suspend sit at home. He did not suspend it.
Somebody came here and said if he did not say it, he would have come out to debunk the rumor.
Even if I thought he debunked it, the injury have been created. At least now, to be frank, there's a confusion in all the whole Biafra land, whether to keep it or not to keep it. Can Yoruba, okay, look at June 12th. When Yoruba stand up and do their demonstration, they kill them. But didn't they get what they want? Because their leaders support them. No elder, not an elder, or not a social cultural group will behave like Ohanes and Igbo. We betray their children like Ohanes and Igbo. They can never do it. That's one thing I like them. That's one thing I like not. They will say a word and stand on it. Look at during the time of Jonathan, when Northerners were shouting, exposing their plans. It was T. Danjuma that came out and said, Northerners, close your mouth. You're exposing yourself. You talk too much. Close your mouth and do whatever you want to do. Plan it. And the British Northerners close their mouth and plan whatever they succeeded to remove Jonathan. It's an elderly settlement from North. It's not Awosa, but it's not. It's not Fulani, but it's not. But not in East. Rather, they go and point hand to where the agitators are living, killing them, collecting 350,000 in each head. Look at them. Look at them. Animals. You say I should not shout, I'm on the air. What did remain again? Look at me. What did remain again? They are taking our blood to make money. We are struggling. People are struggling to live. Unnecessarily but betraying, collecting money.
You know their offices here in Lagos.
Who?
Don't you know any of Hannes' office in Lagos?
What am I going to do with that? I don't want to know them.
You can approach them and vent your anger on them.
I said I don't want to know because look, if I see them, I'll kill them. Before God and man, that is why I don't want to know them. Because if I know them, maybe something will raise up. They will talk nonsense. I will slap that one. The fight will start. They will say you fight your elders. But any elder that made himself to be rat, any elder made himself to be rat, then the small child will become cat and pursue him. That's what is happening now. They have made themselves rat. Though we the youth start up now abusing them because they cause it. They do not respect themselves. You know how many times people have invited me to Hannes and Igbo meeting to come and join their youth or everything? I said no, because they are not people I will associate with them, myself with them. Because one day I will fight them. I don't take nonsense. I held not, no matter what is happening. I held not, because they know how to hold their people.
With all this is happening, do you see Biafra coming into reality?
Listen, Biafra will come. Okay. Because why Biafra will come is not man-made. Let us be sincere. Biafra is not man-made. Biafra will come, but with a rigorous way. Biafra will come, but not the people inside Nigeria will get the Biafra. The people from outside will get the Biafra. By the help of God and the international community, they will get Biafra. Not people inside. The power inside cannot get Biafra. It's just like when the state of Israel was created in 1947 after the Second World War. This present state of Israel was created. And Israel returned back in 1948. Before they come in, they found it difficult. Even the people, the remnant of the Jewish or the Hebrews in Israel land mix up with the Kanu'S, known as Palestinians today. They were fighting, grumbling. Why should the Israel, their brothers outside, come back home? Because the land given to them is very small. It cannot accommodate them. They were crying, said these people should not come back. But the people in abroad, the Jewish or Hebrews outside Middle East, take force, enter. They take force with arms, everything, enter and liberate the people, liberate themselves. That is why they have a place to stay today. But if you let the Jewish in there before, they could remain with the Palestinians. So what I'm saying is the power, people outside, Simon Ekpa and other things outside will stand for us to have problem. But the most problem we are having, Biafra could have actualized things, but the most problem we are having is still Britain. It's still Britain. Britain is playing double game, double standard. Really, what is happening in Nigeria, Britain love it. But they become, Nnamdi Kanu is our citizen, and Nnamdi Kanu is our son, and Nnamdi Kanu is citizen. It's only about passport. If Nnamdi Kanu is really their citizen, and they love Nnamdi Kanu, and they love what they're doing, but now Nnamdi Kanu could be set free. But British are just doing like this, because as Nigeria is in confusion, and they don't want Nigeria to be good, and they don't want Nigeria to separate, they are making a hell of profit from it. That's why they are doing it. And they feel that if Biafra go away from Nigeria, Biafra will open the eyes of other Africans. That was the British, mainly British. And British is the power behind deceiving EU, deceiving America, deceiving United Nations. British is lobbying tooth and nail for Nigeria to remain like this. But they will come out and say, don't harm Nnamdi Kanu. This is how they did when they killed Ironsi. Do you know that the uniform, that Major General cloth Ironsi get is not Nigeria owned? It's royal cloth. His medal is royal medal from Britain. But do you know that in 1966, British was amended the killing of Ironsi? One thing why Danjuma and his boys killed Ironsi and said Northern agenda. The one took over, Northern agenda. British were crying, Queen were crying. You are the one that, bring the uniform, bring back. It's our son, it's our this thing. When the one declared himself the Supreme Commander, British told him, shut up. Who made it the Supreme Commander? It was the same British who were crying for Ironsi, defending Ironsi, the same British plot to kill Ironsi, to see how they are doing. The same British want to sell arms to us, and sell arms to Biafra, want to sell arms to Biafra, and sell arms to Nigeria. They're the one back in Nigeria, and come again to sell arms to us. Biafra tell them, said, no, you cannot kill us. And they're trying to revive us again. Go with your arms, we don't need your arms. British government was the one who sent the Major Boy, who trained Northern militias for 6 months, from January 66 to July 66. When the Northern boys kill after their killing and selling meat, they will sit down playing card. They come and group them. They wanted them to go school. Major Boy will be training them in the forest. Major Boy trained them even how to shoot pop for the first time. It was British man. So British never see anything good for Nigeria to be good. Any tribe that will rise up in Britain, in Nigeria, to make Nigeria wise, or to spread Nigeria, so that everybody will have to say, British will work indirectly against that person. But they come out openly, we are supporting you. British is the problem Biafra is having.
What is your advice to IPOB? Do you have any advice, anything you're going to say?
Yes, what I want to say to IPOB in general, IPOB should not spare the life of these foolish Igbo people. Mainly, these foolish Igbo people that are sabotaging the restoration of Biafra, because that's the problem. IPOB should go against them. ESN should go against them. Or non-government should go against them. When you kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wipe up their family, other will still sit up. Not that they run away or they surrender. That's the only thing. We have to face them, not Nigeria. Nigeria is not our problem. Yoruba is not our problem. Arewa is not our problem. It's these foolish leaders in Igbo land are our problem. They are not delaying Biafra with the British government. But let us finish these people that say they are Igbos, where they are synagogue of Satan. They are not Igbos.
Thank you very much, Mr. Akukudem.
Omo Biafra. Onara hakwanona. Oyendro Babu Chende Chembo Nile. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Anakwanona. Jehovah get delivered. IPOB, wake up. ESN, wake up. Around government, wake up. Go after the saboteurs. Finish them up. It was in the Bible. Achan was killed by his people. Korea, that Abada had to open mouth and swallow them. Moses called out open mouth and swallow them. Go after them, finish them up. Otherwise, we will remain slaves in Nigeria. They are our problem. Thank you. God bless every one of us in Jesus' name.
Thank you very much, Mr. Akukudem. I have Mr. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Christian. How was that day?
Fine.
Good morning, esteemed viewers across the globe.
Today, the supposed sit-at-home order of IPOB. We are hearing different reports from different angles and different people. What is the situation like? What are you going to say about Nnamdi Kanu's brother coming to say there's no, according to report, there's no sit-at-home order, and IPOB spokesperson, Imaf Powerful, debunking it. What's your take on?
If I got you right, you said there was contradicting reports on the position of the ghost there. Well, where are those reports coming from? As much as I know and I understand that IPOB is a formidable institution, having said that, by implication, I mean there is order of oppression, and when you say there are conflicting reports, where are those reports coming? You have to understand that any report that is not endorsed by the DOS, Directorate of State, could not be binding. So I don't think, unless people who decide, of course, to confuse themselves, unless people who want to buy cheap propagandas, people who has been paid to arrange control damage, because haven't understood the gravity of this and the implication of this sit at home to the Nigerian state. So I don't think there is any contradicting position. Based on information available to me, I went in search to know exactly what is the position of the Directorate of State of the IPOB. They maintain that there's going to be a consistent sit at home every Monday, pending the outcome of Nnamdi Kanu's trial, and which, of course, I consider to be a very passionate appeal and an order coming from the right source. So whether people are rumoring that Nnamdi Kanu brother said, who is Nnamdi Kanu brother? He is not a power to reckon with. He probably may be one of the IPOB members, which I don't know. But that does not give him the power to make orders. There are hierarchy, there are order of reporting. So if it doesn't come from the right source, then it doesn't make any sense. So Nnamdi Kanu, is it not an act of stupidity for me to listen to Nnamdi Kanu brother? If eventually I'm part of IPOB, I mean registered member, but I know I belongs to Biafra. And by default, indigenous people of Biafra, I cannot deny that, even at death. My posterity, my offsprings are Biafrans. Yes, my father fought the war. He fought so that we can live. And people that are living now, we that are alive, we are fighting to live. You see, they fought to live. We are fighting to live. Not just to die, because it is about self-preservation, preservation of a people. It's about a race. This is more of spiritual dimension. This battle is not just of physical. Taking an instance from the Egyptian and Israel Exodus, it is more of spiritual. So that's why you can see me now, I'm putting something that has a touch of black to show that I'm not happy with the level of harassment, killing that is going on in my own fatherland. I have a fatherland. I have a place I call my own home. When things matters most, they say north and east. North and west, east is the best. Home is the best. In that regard, I want to show the world how saddened I am by what is going on, by the level of killing that is going on, by showing the world that today represents a mourning day as far as Biafran land is concerned. We are mourning as a result of the oppression of the oppressors. And we are looking forward to the day of deliverance. But what is important is that freedom never comes. Nobody hands over freedom to you. Freedom is contended. If you don't contend with it, life does not give you what you want or what you desire, but what you contend for. We understood this. Let me talk to the likes of Taiwo. I'm not here to insult his person, but it's quite unfortunate that people of his kind will rather watch people being killed, hacked to death, and they will feel so happy. Look at what happened in Zango Kataf and Kaura district of Plateau State, where massacres was sustained complete 2 days or more, based on information available to us. And one of the monarchs had to put a district call across to the military officers or base. What he got in response was that they have not received an order to go after those Fulani militias. The army is claiming that they have not received order to protect the supposed citizens of the Nigerian state, who is facing the risk of being exterminated. They are looking for special order to protect the integrity of the Nigerian state. You can understand how funny this system is. When people are crying, thousands are fleeing, and people are being butchered, children, mothers being raped, and Nigerian state is still waiting for a special order to go after those assailants. And this is a country where the likes of Taiwo, wherever he may be residing, thinking that all is well with him, will want to uphold one Nigeria at all costs at the expense of people's life. Is a very big shame. Such people are a disgrace to humanity. Zango Kataf and Kaura, they have been deserted. Those districts have been deserted within the Nigerian state. And how can they respond to those distress calls? Why? Because the military chiefs are Fulani extraction. The Air Force are Fulani extraction. The Chief of Defense Staff is Fulani extraction. The President is Fulani extraction. The Senate President is Fulani extraction. The Deputy Senate President is Fulani extraction. The controller of prison or controller of custom is Fulani extraction. So how will they go after their own people? You can understand there is a deliberate attempt geared towards exterminating the indigenous people of each region, not just the southeast. Today is the time, is the portion of the Midwest. Of course, Midwest, we are part of people who fought against Biafra, who fought against justice, who killed, contributed to the death of over 3.5 million Biafrans. But today they are ripping off the same what they sold. The supposed one Nigeria who should have protected them when they needed it most are not coming to their rescue. You can see how Nemesis is paying them back. Not that I'm not rejoicing, neither am I happy with what is going on, but that the truth must be said. The supposed Nigeria military who should have gone after those assailants, those killers squad, kept mute. They watch people being killed, houses burnt, children being hacked to death for reason they do not know. And the military headquarters are still waiting to give order. Order from who? From a Fulani extraction, you are just wasting your time. If not the ESN who stood up when the occasion necessitated, demands most. Probably my mother at home would have been killed. My brothers and sisters would have been hacked to death. You can understand if the Zango Katav or Jos, the Plateau indigenous have formidable security outfits to protect their own lives. Like ESM, something that wouldn't have been a repeat, that wouldn't have been an opportunity in the first instance for them to be overrun, overtaken, and killed and mad helplessly, and the government is telling them you are on your own. We have not received an order to come after them. You can understand how interesting it is. That we have lost confidence in this system. We have lost confidence in Nigerian military. They are not there for you. They are only there for Fulani Caliphate. They are only there for Fulani militias. They are only there for Fulani headers. What does that suggest? You are the chief security of yourself. You either defend yourself or you stand the risk of being exterminated. It's unfortunate. This is happening just this weekend. And I will tell you, they will do nothing about that. These people will finish their mission, the level of massacre going on, and they will reoccupy those regions. That becomes the ancestral home over time. And the Danjuma, T.Y. Danjuma and their lives are there watching, folding their hands, seeing the repercussion of the atrocious and deliberate and sponsored genocide they embarked against the Biafran people. Today is a season, a time of reckoning and a season of reaping. And it's unfortunate that these are unfolding before our eyes. To talk the least, look at the Benue had become a killing field. These are the people who stood against Biafra. But I am not trying to bring us back to the pains of yesterday. But we have to point out to what happened. That is history. And our concern is the present. And where lies our interest most is the future. Because we cannot continue in a system that is bent at exterminating every one of us. Thank God for ESN. if not, there wouldn't have been hope for the southeasterners or the old eastern region, which of course forms the Biafran nation.
Okay.
And thank God, of course, every meaningful Biafran or IPOB must understand that this is a season of mourning. We are mourning. How can we sing the lost song in a strange land?
Thank you very much.
This is a strange land. This is a land of Babylon, a land dejected and rejected of God, a land that is destined for doom and destruction, a land where that is consuming her own citizens on a daily basis, a land where people, the indigenous people of this contraction, are fleeing their homes because of the conspiracy of silence and accomplice on the part of the said government, who refuse to come to the aids of her own citizens. And this is a land not to be desired. I wish that Taiwan and their lives should come back, and so that they can feel the heat of what is happening. It's a very big shame that you will be wherever you are and telling that Chigozie is emotional. What is emotional about that? You see your own people being killed. They are human beings, for crying loud. I must not wait until it happens to the east. Of course, look at of recent Ebonyi State was ravaged, if not for the help of the ESL. So all this carnage, all this atrocity against humanity must be brought to a stop. And there is no other time than now.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chigozie. That is a passionate word from Mr. Chigozie. I have Mr. Charles here this morning. People are venting their anger on what is happening in Nigeria today. Let's talk about the sit-at-home order.
By the society of God, the sit-at-home order is going to be a regular thing.
How does it affect the federal government? How does it affect this government to heed to your requests?
I don't have any business with whether it affects the federal government, it doesn't affect it. The most important thing is that my people, they are coming in terms of unifying themselves, knowing fully well that this is what it ought to do. Like now, you mentioned how does it affect the federal government, and I told you I have no business with whatever it does with the federal government. What matters most is that we, the Biafran, we, the Igbo people, we are putting it in respect, in honor, and in gearing towards the cause of honoring our words, the Biafran land, every Monday. By the society of God, it ought to be taking place every Monday. So whether it affects the federal government, I don't know.
The reason why, you know the reason why they brought up this statute?
It's because of the federal government. Yes, it's because of the federal government. For them to gear towards releasing the people as in, let me say.
What I'm asking, would this sit at home make federal government release Nnamdi Kanu?
Definitely. When you compare so many people that are working in federal government today, Igbo people are involved. When you didn't go to work and you have some other things to do as a government worker and you were not there to do it, once and you will pay me. But definitely when you are not there, why is it not affecting the federal government? Definitely to affect the federal government, because the money you will pay me, I was not meant to justify them earnings. I didn't come to work. Then you will pay me. So a lot of things are taking place, such as, for instance, now, when the federal government insists that they are not going to release Nnamdi Kanu, definitely, my brother, by so doing, in the Western world, when you are sitting at home, definitely you are trying as a to order the federal government to do what is in power, what they are supposed to do, in order for, if they have anybody at hand, definitely they have to release the person, because by so doing, when you are asking the federal government that you are not going to work, you are not going to anything, you are going to sit at home. Okay, let me ask you this question. If you go to our eastern part of this country today, not only eastern part of the country, most important things that are being sold in this country are being sold by Igbo people. Assuming every Monday you have an important things to buy and you went to market to buy it, and you cannot be able to afford that because the Igbo people are not there, they cannot even open shop for that particular day, how will you feel? You will not be happy. So definitely it will affect the federal government for them to release our man. That's just it.
Okay. Maybe do you have any final thoughts? Anything you want to say about what is happening currently? Any final thoughts?
What is happening like in Zangon Katab? I have been to Zangon Katab in Kaduna State. I was opportune to be there. Zangon Katab, Kafancha, and all these Jagini, all those places. Zonkua. It's a very nice area to stay, very lovely place. But I was wondering what is going on in that particular environment. And one of the headsmen, one of the leaders said they called the military. But what the military told him that there was nothing like an order from the base that they should come in and fight those fighting them. Do you want to tell me until when those people were being killed, that's when the federal government will have to come out? That's when the military people will have to come out and tell me that, let's assume now you're a military man and your mother has been harassed, or they want to kill your mom. You will be there waiting for federal government to give you a final order before you go in and fight those people fighting your mother. These are typical examples. Just put yourself in those people's shoes. If you are the one, how will you feel? You are waiting for federal government order. You are waiting for a military order from the base for you to go and fight those people killing a so-called human beings like you. My brother, it doesn't augur well. Look at a place like Benue State. Benue State I used to know very well, a peaceful state, a food basket of the nation, has now turned to what I may call a state of vampire. No, when you go to Benue State today, it's likely for you to see a very single soul walking freely in Benue State. What are they doing? Fighting each other, killing Benue people. If you go to Benue today, that is why you find out that most Benue people are the ones hawking things in Lagos here. Hawking granite because they are afraid of going back to their states. They are being killed. What is happening in Jos, Plateau State? Exactly what is going on in Kaduna now is what is happening in Plateau State, and it has been taking place. And what will you do? Right from the hierarchy of the federal, right from the hierarchy of the Senate to the House of Reps, it's been an extraction of what the Fulani man, the Senate President is a Fulani man, the deputy is a Fulani man. Come down to even the so-called governor of Kaduna State. When you know him very well from Zaria City, he's a Fulani man. The so-called president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria himself is a Fulani man. So definitely, what would they do? They have nothing to do but just to pull down a trigger. Like they don't want to fight and support what other people are passing through. You cannot tell me that as a military man, your mother is in pain. You will be waiting for an order from the federal government base or from the military base before you go and fight those fighting your mother. It's because it has not touched them. So definitely what is going on in this country, my brother, I don't think there's any way forward. The best way, like everybody used to say, release this man, that is the best option. Release this man. If you release him, if we have a gear towards extracting our justice, if we want to talk about justice, we're talking about, look at what happened to Sadigo. The man has been ordered from the international court that anything that happens to Samdogo before he goes to court, that's going to be a problem. Now, look at him, Nnamdi Kanu. What is going on with Nnamdi Kanu? Release this man. This man has nothing to do with it. He didn't do anything to you. Release him. This man is just fighting for the peace and justice of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. People teaching of Biafra. My father fought Biafra war, so I'm also a hardcore of Biafra. I know that definitely for so person being in Nnamdi Kanu to come out and fight these people, he must have worked towards it. People must have told him this is what goes on. He must have known everything about that. But when you are talking about the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it's not going to affect them by sitting at home. My brother, it will affect the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It will affect them very well. The government, they are, I don't know how to put it. They are nothing but very, very wicked people. We just extracted the wicked people in our government, leading us, of which is not supposed to be like that.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Charles. Yeah, we've come to the end of Bystanders this morning. Thank you for also being with us. I'm Christian Chiku on this wonderful edition. We have a GoFundMe account to help our people here and also help us give you better experience when it comes to what we're doing here this morning. Thank you, the man behind the camera, Mr. Femi Davis, is doing wonders. Bye for now, till tomorrow as we meet for another exciting time on this program, Bystanders at the Newsstand. Thank you.